Artificial intelligence, as it's presented today, is not new. What is new is the noise around it.
If you think this AI that was released to the public is actually what they have out there, you're sadly mistaken. They've given you crumbs, samples of what they've had for over a decade. What they actually have in the back end is AI that is programmed to teach itself. So you don't know what it's learning in real time. So you need to be able to think outside of the box. If you think that the extent of your AI is to make your emails and you're a moron, you need to be using AI to think for you.
Long before the current hype, artificial intelligence already existed in different forms embedded in machines, automated systems, military technology, surveillance tools, and decision-making software. As far back as the late 1980s and 1990s, films, especially in genres like science fiction and espionage, already depicted intelligent systems.
The technology was there. What was missing was not capability, but narrative. The current fear that AI will replace human beings is not accidental. It is part of a carefully constructed introduction process. Fear creates attention, attention creates conversation, and conversation creates acceptance.
If I was 16, 18, 20, 21, starting today, I would spend every waking minute learning about AI. Not, even if I'm sleeping, I'm listening to podcasts talking about AI. My whole Instagram and TikTok feeds are now AI hacks. Because there's that much changing that rapidly. And so it's one thing to have a business and how you integrate AI, that's one thing. But if you're just getting started, right, as you learn these things, it's so much easier to start.
I think we should be very careful about artificial intelligence. If I were to guess at what our biggest existential threat is, it's probably that.
When people constantly hear what AI will do, what it can do, and what it might replace, the mind slowly adjusts to the idea of its inevitability. What appears as warning is often preparation. The system does not introduce markets abruptly, it conditions people emotionally and psychologically before asking them to adopt the product. At its core, AI is a business. It is a market, and markets must be sold. A small group of actors, corporations, governments, and institutions control how technologies are released, named, framed, and distributed. They decide when something is called experimental, when it is called revolutionary, and when it becomes unavoidable. AI did not suddenly become intelligent in recent years, rather, the decision was made to foreground it, brand it, and push it aggressively into public consciousness. What people are responding to is not a sudden technological leap, but a sudden shift in messaging. This pattern is not new. The smartphone industry provides a clear parallel. Companies like Apple do not release the full potential of their technology at once, even when they are capable of doing so. Features are rolled out incrementally, not because innovation is slow, but because the market must be sustained. Each upgrade must justify a new purchase. In the same way, AI is being revealed in stages. Not because it is being discovered, but because it is being commercially positioned. Movies and media played a crucial role in this process. They did not merely predict AI, they normalized it. By showing intelligent systems decades before mass adoption, society was gradually trained to see AI as familiar rather than alien. By the time the technology enters everyday life, it feels less like an intrusion and more like a long-awaited arrival. What looks like foresight is often soft introduction. The loud insistence that AI is here is therefore not about technology catching up with imagination, it is about the system reconstructing itself. Economic systems evolve when new tools make old structures inefficient. To change the status quo, the public must first accept the tool that enables the change. AI is being pushed not because it suddenly exists, but because the market is now ready or needs to be made ready, to reorganize around it. In this sense, AI is not a rupture in history, but a continuation. The difference is not intelligence, but branding and scale.
Elon, do you think artificial intelligence could one day solve mysteries like dark matter or the origin of the universe?
Absolutely, Joe. AI has the potential to analyze astronomical data on a scale that humans simply can't match. Imagine an AI that can simulate the entire universe and test different theories at incredible speeds.
Isn't that a bit scary? I mean, a machine with that much power?
It's a double-edged sword. The capability is enormous, but we also need to be careful about how this technology is developed and controlled. We don't want to create something we can't turn off.
And what about the theory of everything? Do you think AI could get us there?
I believe so. AI could help unify general relativity with quantum mechanics, something physicists have been struggling to do for decades. With AI, we could uncover connections that were previously unimaginable.
Incredible. And what would be the implications for humanity if we truly understood the cosmos?
It would be revolutionary. Fully understanding the cosmos could not only advance our technology, but also fundamentally change our worldview and our place in the universe.
What people fear today has already been operating quietly for years under different names. The shouting, the predictions, and the warnings are not signs of novelty, they are signs of a product being launched into mass adoption. The real question is not whether AI is new, but why the system has decided that now is the time for everyone to believe it is. So when people say AI is taking over, they are partly right, but not in the way they think. AI is not taking over humanity. It is being used to normalize a new operating framework. What is presented as innovation is often alignment. What is framed as inevitability is often strategy. The real shift is not technological, it is psychological. AI is not new. What is new is the story being told about it. And stories, far more than machines, are what move societies. Enjoyed this video? Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload.